Barbara, you've been a member of Tweedmouth Church for quite some time. Tell us a little about yourself.
Yes, we moved to Berwick about 15 years ago. My husband was ill and I became a carer for him. I've got 5 children, 8 grandchildren, and none of them live here. They all live away. So basically, we're on our own. But I joined the church because I felt that I needed to find a home, if you like, a spiritual home, and Tweedmouth was the one that I chose.
Okay. And now we've got, our country's been under sort of lockdown or semi-lockdown since March. What's helped you to get through all this?
Yes, when lockdown came, I used to belong to, well, I still belong to a carers group, but obviously that all stopped. That met once a month. It was Carers Northumberland, which is a very good support charity group. And we have been using Zoom for meetings, but it's not the same. You don't have the same, you can't share your problems or things as you would if you was face to face. All the support went from us. We don't have any support whatsoever. We're on our own. That all stopped a few years ago. A lot of it was because of money situation with mental health and things. So yeah, there was absolutely no support whatsoever. So we're really on our own. So from that, really what gets me through is my faith. I rely on God a lot. He gets me through lots of different things, lots of ups and downs, lots of bad times and good. But, I know God is there and is there supporting me. Even if I don't feel him, I know he's still there.
Are there any particular songs or poems that help you get through all this kind of thing then?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Christian songs, but there's one that really I like, is that You Raise Me Up. And I think that's because I feel when I am down, God is there to raise me up and help me through. I think that was a very emotional song to hear and to listen to, but it really is meaningful to me because I know God is raising me up out of the darkness and problems.
When troubles come and my heart burden be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stony seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Tell me a bit more about how your Christian faith has helped you.
My Christian faith, as I said before, I know He's there and I know He helps me through. But it's not just that. It's praying, and it is reading the Bible and knowing God is talking to me through that. And it sounds silly to say God is talking to me, but it does. It points things out to me. But my faith is, some people would say I lean on my faith, and I do, because that's what it's for. And it does help for me to know that God is supporting me, even if I don't have any other support. He's with me as well. And the poem Footprints is a very good one, because sometimes when we're going through tough times, we can feel that we're on our own. But if we look at this poem, it says that you promised to be with me, God, and I think that you left me, because there were two footprints on the sand, and then there was only one, and that's when I feel you left me. But God says, no, I didn't leave you there. I carried you. And that is really, really something that helps me to know that God is carrying me on His shoulders through these tough times.
Footprints in the sand. One night I dreamed a dream. As I was walking along the beach with my Lord, across the dark sky flashed scenes from my life. For each scene, I noticed two sets of footprints in the sand. One belonging to me and one to my Lord. After the last scene of my life flashed before me, I looked back at the footprints in the sand. I noticed that at many times along the path of my life, especially at the very lowest and saddest times, there was only one set of footprints. This really troubled me. So I asked the Lord about it. Lord, you said once I decided to follow you, you'd walk with me all the way. But I noticed that during the saddest and most troublesome times of my life, there was only one set of footprints. I don't understand why. When I needed you the most, you would leave me. He whispered.
My precious child, I love you and will never leave you. Never, ever, during your trials and testings. When you saw only one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you.
Well, that's Footprints. Barbara, have you got some closing thought for anybody who's watching this?
Yes. I think what I'd like to say is that even if you know God or you don't know God, that doesn't matter, because God is interested in you. God loves you and he cares. And if you look to him, he will support you as he supports me. So please think about God in your darkest times, because he's always there.
Right. Thank you.